Yo, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, what is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. We here. We're in it. Unruly Hot Fixer. Heyo. Welcome. Aaron. Hello, friend. Hello there, my friend. Welcome. Jorn the Dev. Welcome, welcome. OG Jake. Raspberry Pi time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes. It's going to be a good time, my friend. Welcome. Arn building a Raspberry Pi? Yes, in a sense. You shall see. Welcome in, welcome in. Tesla time, baby. Rushki. Yeah, we're here. We'll still take less time than completing Groovy. Anyways, Reme, welcome. Alpha, good morning. Bretsky, good morning. Howdy, howdy. Cream soda waffle, hi there. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in, tuning in, being here. Appreciate it. Folks, welcome back to another Tesla Thursday. I know it's been probably like close to a month since we've done a Tesla Thursday. But it's time. It's time to do some Tesla Thursday stuff with a little bit of a twist. Having some Raspberry Pi fun. If you've been on the stream the past couple weeks, I've talked about getting a new Raspberry Pi, which has been awesome. And I literally have not set it up yet. So what better time than now, I suppose, to try to set it up. And on top of that, not only set it up, but I bought a 250 foot spool of Cat 6 Ethernet cable. Thought it'd be also fun to do some fun Ethernet cable, making our cables, custom cables at specific lengths and things like that. So we're gonna see. I played around with making a cable the other night, and man, it's been so long. I'm so terrible. So we'll see. We'll take another stab at it today and see what we can do. I also forgot I have a cable tester, but I forgot to get a battery for it, so we'll actually never know if it truly works until later on. Reme, thanks for redeeming your pixels here, my friend, for a new addition to the stand-up. Woo! Love Raspberry Pi. Feels good, man. I do too. Feels real good. 250 feet? Yes, it's the perfect amount. I'll go ahead and add this, Remy, when we head over to the stand-up. I guess we can do a stand-up. We never usually do stand-ups on Tesla Thursdays, but more than happy to talk about it. Go for opportunity miss on my part, 100%. That was a huge fail. Huge fail. All right, folks. Yeah, we usually don't do stand-ups on Tesla Thursdays, but let's go ahead and get over there anyways, because we probably got a lot to talk about since it's been a while. It's the last time we did Tesla Thursdays, you know what I mean? Let's go. Didn't know we don't on Tesla Thursdays. Oh, you don't have to be sorry at all. We should do it anyways. This is a, I don't know what this is. We're trying to figure out what this will be. Let me go ahead and add you in here. Because I think I started Tesla Thursdays when I was actually on vacation. Not on vacation, but I was not here and where I am now. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, it was like a weird setup before. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to roll with it. We're going to see what happens. Reme. Oof. Right next to our penguin friend, eh? Huh? Yeah. Animals can't get COVID, right? That's not a thing. JK. Totally can. There we go. He's not a computer screen. COVID warning. Coronas. Yes. Not virtual. Not virtual. Not virtual. But it's all right. It'll do. We got our penguin friend right there. Feels good, man. Thanks for using your pixels here. Folks, if you haven't been to our stand-up, stand-up's the time for us to talk about what we did last time, what we plan on doing today, if we're currently blocked by anything. Today, again, is day 3 of Tesla Thursdays. TLDR on Tesla Thursdays. I love taking road trips. I do own a Tesla. And I've tried to live stream those road trips on Twitch for everyone to see. It was a lot of fun. I've done it a couple times. The most recent time was when I drove from Washington State to Utah in the United States. It was about a 16-hour drive, including stopping at charging stations along the way. And we were able to live stream a good portion of it. The other portion, there wasn't enough cellular service. So what did we do? I had to stop the stream, unfortunately, because it was so bad. And so this idea of Tesla Thursdays is every Thursday we talk about essentially what we can do to set up a live streaming platform with Teslas. Essentially saying, how can we get the best live stream Tesla road trip ever? And so that kind of leads us into what we're doing today. We've been talking about setting up a dedicated RTMP server to essentially stream content from different GoPros within Tesla to this server, and then do some manipulation to that, and then set that to Twitch with overlays and alerts and all that fun stuff to make it, to give a bunch of different information, a bunch of different data. So that's what we're planning on doing today. Finally got the Raspberry Pi. While this Raspberry Pi is going to be used for a lot of different things, that will be one of the additions that we add on to it. Ardendor, hello! Welcome. Aaron, yesterday probably squat shit. Okay. Today finally got something to do at work. Currently writing a translator service to sit between HubSpot and Webflow. Blockers none. Beautiful. Yeah, actually, that sounds like a great time. Side note for us at work, we've actually we've had a hackathon the past 3 days, and man, it's so refreshing. It's so fun to just build whatever you want. So I've been building. I spent the past couple days building like a small feature in the app that we work on. Yeah, but it's been fun to just work on things that you want to work on. So sounds like a good time, my friend. Hope it's going well. But yeah, folks, for us, pretty much it's we have a Raspberry Pi kit called the Kana kit. It's using a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. So essentially, I think it's the newest model that's out. It has 4 gigs. Listen to this. 4 gigabytes of DDR4. It has a quad-core processor. And I have a 32 gigabyte SSD card for it as well to load up the OS and whatever we want to do. Has HDMI out, has 2 USB 3.0 ports. It's pretty wild. And it comes with a cool case. It has like a little fan. Yeah, it has like a little fan and things like that. I think it even comes with like some small heat sinks we can put on some of the processors. So I don't know. We're going to put it together, put it in the case, make it all nice and flush, and then load an OS onto it and build some Ethernet cables. First time doing this. Never done it before. So this will be a first time for me. Rushkey been upgrading live Firebase functions to Node 10 from Node 8. Scary stuff. Yes. Wow. Oh, yeah. It's around that time, isn't it? That you have to upgrade their runtime. Man, best of luck. I hope it goes well. When is your next hackathon, man? I want to be a part of it. Yeah. So we were planning on having one actually in August, but life stuff has just happened, so I haven't been able to get that set up. But I'm having a couple thoughts. One is we set up our own hackathon towards the end of this year, so like holiday times. Or I also had the idea of we go on devpost.com and we see what online hackathons are happening, and we just like join in on that hackathon, and we can do like a 24-hour live stream hackathon. So something like that. But yeah, that would be awesome. That would be great. I agree, Ardendor. I would love to do one of those again. Bretsky, putting finishing touches on that.us, where we'll host our virtual open spaces on August 3rd. All invited. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing, my friend. Don't forget to post in showcase projects in the Discord. We'd love to see it. It's going swimmingly. Awesome, Aaron. How big is it? The Raspberry Pi? Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. We'll get started with that stuff. Yeah, it's small. It's a standard size Pi board. Yeah. It's really cool. I'm really excited. Hey, Jerome, welcome, welcome. Alpha Pioneer.app challenge. Oh, nice. Yeah, so there's, this is the thing. There's tons of hackathons out there in the world, which is really great. And it's much easier to be a part of a hackathon than create a hackathon. But there's something about building our own hackathon for our community, right? Which is a lot of fun. Flutterthon was a great time. I highly enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll see. I hope to have something soon. Jerome, I'm preparing for an engineering town hall talk to talk about things my team works on in global engineering team. Oh, dude, that's awesome. It's like a Jerome talk, huh? I love it. Nice. Panthalats Digital. Oh my. Well, welcome back. It's been many days since I've seen that name in chat. Welcome. Nice to see you. What's up? I've been bouncing around projects, but mostly rail stuff for work. Nice. Hotfixer. Beautiful. What happened to the beard? We trimmed it. Jerome. I know. We trimmed it. I had to. TLDR, someone told me I look like I just came out of Jumanji. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're probably right. So I trimmed it last weekend. Yeah, I know. I look much younger now compared to when I did have the beard, which I find really interesting. So, yeah. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but it is what it is right now. Hopefully it's all good. But yeah. Who can brick their Tesla the fastest? Nice, Dr. Ray. Sounds like a terrible idea. Been real busy currently writing a game engine for Android from scratch. Managed to do it without Java, without Android Studio. It's been a blast. Yo, Panthers, that's fantastic. Really nice to see you. Thanks for coming in to say hi today. And yeah, I mean, it sounds freaking awesome. Make sure you share it out. Stop lying to me, looks older. Oh, man. Folks, thanks for being here on time for the stand-up. I think stand-up fits perfectly in with Tesla Thursdays. Let's go ahead and head over to our main showcase today. So we're going to go ahead and start off with actually talking about some of the stuff that we had set up last time. Or some of the stuff for people that have not been here for Tesla Thursdays, what we've been talking about, and go from there. So pretty much what all we've been doing is keeping notes of things that we've been wanting to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and just make this full screen real quick. And then so everyone can be kind of up to speed on what we're trying to solve here. Dad of 004, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team. So what are we trying to do? What is the point of Tesla Thursday? So the point, again, kind of what we hit on in stand-up is we need this portable solution. So essentially, while I'll be using this on my current car, what if I sell it for something else? Or what is something else I want to do if I want to do something similar to this? Try to make it as reusable so other people can have this bundled package of, hey, here's this like little piece of hardware that you can use, or like a setup that you can do to do road streaming trips, live streams while you have a road trip. So the issues that we ran into the most during this situation were consistent network reception. It's terrible. At least in the United States. This obviously differs for most countries, but it's awful. Like when you're driving through huge ranges of mountain areas or just like open fields with literally no service, your stream quality just dies, and it's no fun. Like, why are you watching a stream that's just dying all the time? Don't know if you call it Tesla Thursdays. It happens once a month. Hey, stop that, Dr. Ray. Another thing we talked about was proper camera setup. So what are the best viewing angles for this live streaming trip? What can we do? We came up with the idea of using, I think it was 3 different GoPros. So one inside the car, essentially looking at like the cockpit, the driver. We found this cool like 3D made tow hook camera mount. So you put a GoPro on the tow hook that's like at the bumper of the car. And then potentially we had ideas of doing a 3D camera up on top of the roof of the car as well. So those are some ideas that we had, and there was a lot of cool stuff around that. And not only that, but how can we have Twitch chat interaction with this? What's the best way that we can get people involved in like looking at things, you know? So we had this idea of controlling this camera to point at different areas, right? And that's the best part, having stuff like that. And then, yeah, car statistics. The great thing about Teslas is actually, there's unofficial APIs that you can access to get stats about your car. So I've actually been currently working on an iOS app that I hopefully will be releasing in the next month or so, that uses a bunch of Tesla APIs to essentially use Siri to get a bunch of different statistics as well. And with iOS 14 coming, to create a widget specifically for data about your car. So the cool thing is we can add a bunch of information to our car, like, hey, how fast am I going? What direction am I going? Where's the closest charging station? All this stuff that we can get about the car, which is freaking awesome. And then, yeah, some overlays. How can we make this thing easy for people to jump on into the stream? And really the whole point of a Tesla live stream for me was being able to showcase the different parts of the country that I travel in, because there's a lot of beautiful driving areas in the United States to go through. So mainly having these different camera setups, things along those lines. And so that's for two Tesla Thursdays that we've done. We've talked a lot about that. We've gotten a lot of great ideas from people that I've written down. And yeah, we've really researched a lot of stuff. So GoPros were the cameras, getting some sort of hotspot network reception, sort of like bonded SIM cards to use multiple different service providers and all that fun stuff. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. I appreciate it. Tesla once in a while day. Stop, Aaron. Stop. We're bringing it back. It has been a while, but we are bringing Tesla Thursdays back for sure. So I was trying to get my stream schedule set up. Cloud B, welcome. Good morning. Nice to see you. What's up? Aaron, I hate you. God damn it. But yeah, so then we looked at some camera stuff. What else do we have here? Yeah. Oh, the cool thing is we were thinking about batteries. Like, how can we get this set up with our batteries? The cool thing is Teslas have USB ports in them. So most of the time we could just essentially run USB cables from any exterior cameras into the car and plug them in if needed. Depending on, I don't know if like when the car is in charging, if those would ever shut off, we would have to figure it out. But stuff like that. Yeah. And so some car statistics controls we thought about were current speed. Are you currently charging? There's an API for volume controls, which I don't like, but I think it's a cool idea. Is the car currently in autopilot? The cabin temperature. There's also an API for honking the horn, the amount of battery left, and closest charging station. So we can get access to essentially all of these except -1 or 2, which is really cool. Just coding a Space Invader game? Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Sounds fun. Yeah, doing well. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you in chat. Yeah, I would love to check it out when you got a little quick demo. So next one is next Thursday or in a couple weeks Thursday. It would be next Thursday, Dr. A. God damn it. You want to do NASA live stream but for Tesla? I guess in a sense, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I just want to do a road trip live stream because we've done a couple, like I've said before. But just I think they're fun and cool, but there's more. There's like so much cool stuff you can get out of this. So it's like, I think given the fact that Teslas are just so smart and they have all this like cool gadgetry and stuff, it makes a really engaging live stream. Idea, IRC bot to allow chat to control your car horn. Yes, that is an idea. That's things that people talked about. Don't let people know. Don't give the idea more. We'll send it your way. Fun fact, one of my cats is called Tesla. No way! Holy crap, that's actually pretty incredible. Nice. Why did you decide to name your cat Tesla? Yo, Raf, what language are you coding in? So we're not doing too much coding today, Raf. We're actually going to be putting together and setting up a Raspberry Pi. So it's not going to be too much coding. It's going to be more hardware creation, I guess. And then we're going to make some Ethernet cables on the side as well. Just going over some stuff that we were talking about last time. But yeah, that's pretty much the big whole idea of Tesla live streaming and Tesla Thursdays. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff set up here. You have to bear with me. This is the first time I've done like hardware stuff, and I don't really have like a super proper camera setup for this. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to see what happens, but let's work. Let's do this together, and hopefully things will be cool. Just let me know if things need to change, things are weird, and we'll go from there. Woo-wee! Here we go. Because he looked like a crazy scientist when he was a kitten. Oh, I like that. I love that. Super random fun fact about me. I do really like cats and kittens, but I'm almost deathly allergic to them, unfortunately. So kind of sucks. So folks, we're going to be working on the Kana kit. You can actually grab this on Amazon. And so you can see here the Kana kit's Raspberry Pi 4 starter kit, 32 gig micro SD card, and then it has a case and 4 gigs of RAM on this thing. So it's actually pretty sweet. And yeah, well, I'll show you what's inside here. Do you already have answers about how to handle the fact that you might have connection issues and so on? Maybe buffer on your RMTP server in order to have some time to catch up if the issue occurs. Yeah, so we don't have like proper answers, I would say. They've just been more so along the lines of like how much can we get done right now? What can we do to get this thing done? And really it's just been the initial like V1 of this will probably be, let's go ahead and get some really cool like large antennas to connect to our cellular service routers and get the bonded routers and things like that for different services. That's the only thing that I've kind of come up with, but we'll see. Once we're going to eventually have Tesla Thursdays where we actually go take the car out with this stuff set up and hopefully do some like live tests of it, right? That's the goal. Dogs better than cats fight me. Oh God. I'll just spam you with pictures of mine, then safe distance kittening. Yes, please. Please send me pictures of your cat. I want to see Tesla. That's adorable. For interfacing with the CAN bus, happens through the cigarette lighter port in older cars. I'm not sure. Panther. Yo, Cross! Oh my God. All right, before we fully get started, Crossenstein in the house, everybody. Let me get some of that pie. Folks, if you haven't yet, check out our buddy Crossenstein, another awesome developer here on Twitch. He does tons of game development, has been working on some games that are currently out on Steam that you should go check out. Cross, definitely feel free to list your latest and greatest so we can get some people to go check it out, my dude. Huge shout out. Go drop a follow on his channel as well. Thank you so much for that raid, man. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Yes, we're doing some Raspberry Pi. What's up, Dustmite? Welcome. I have a Pi 3. Nice. Yeah, we're working on a Pi 4 today. We are literally just about to get started. So perfect timing. I hope your stream went well. But if anyone from Cross has never been to my channel, my name's Alec. We usually do some programming live streams, and today, or Thursdays, we're starting Tesla Thursdays. Today's the Thursday, the third day that we're doing it, and we're currently working on setting up a Raspberry Pi kit today, as well as build some custom Ethernet cables. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Let's get back to it, huh? Woo! Hope your stream went well, man. How's everything? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Where have you been? How come I haven't talked to you? I have an apple pie? Ooh. All right, so in the kit, we get the Raspberry Pi 4, right? This is the Model B. So this is literally the size of this thing. So for people asking about the size, like it's just a standard regular size Raspberry Pi. It comes with, I find it funny because like I don't think we truly need it, but like we have it, so might as well put it on. These are little heat sinks for the actual chips on the board. I'm pretty sure it's like CPU, RAM, and then I don't know, maybe there's some other like VRM or something in here. So we'll go ahead and we'll be adding those as well. What do you plan on using it for? Gaming media? Yeah, a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna host some app Node.js servers on here. I'm going to set up actually like some home automation stuff as well. And then we're also planning on setting up a RTMP server for our Tesla live streams that we plan on doing. Everything is going great. I'm adding a new boss that appears in the mid game randomly. It's just like an entire boss defense system in Chronicle. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Dude, that's great. I hope it's going well. Also, I'm not sure, but it saddens me that we don't chat. It does sadden me. We should chat more. We should set up weekly chats. No, JK, we should just organically talk to each other. But yes, we should talk more. So this thing here as well, this is a little fan that actually comes with it too. So this guy we're going to put inside our case that sticks to the top. That will go ahead and give us some airflow. So this is all that comes with the Kona kit. It also comes with a like micro HDMI cable. So this goes from the Pi to any standard HDMI cable. We don't really need this, but I think on first setup, we're probably going to need it because we're going to need to set it up to actually use like SSH connection. So we can just go right into it. I don't plan on setting up a GUI on this thing. It's just going to be, you know, straight command line stuff and all that. Hell yeah, Cross. We'll do it, man. What's up, Jordan? What does RTMP stand for? I believe I can remember. Real-time messaging protocol. Yes, that's what it's called. So essentially what that server is going to do for us is we're going to stream content from GoPro cameras, and they have a RTMP setting where essentially we'll take that live feed and stream it directly to our Raspberry Pi here. We're going to take the Raspberry Pi feeds, or we're going to take the GoPro feeds and stick them into like an overlay or something with OBS, and then that's going to be streamed directly to Twitch. So it's like the middle person for this scenario. Do you know Distro using it? Not yet, Alpha. I was actually going to ask chat what you would all recommend if you do. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've done a little bit of research, but yeah, Pi-hole I heard was pretty good. Much love, Cross. Have a good one, dude. Catch you later. Maxi254, thanks for that follow, my friend. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you. You can set it up headless without having to boot it up. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's also true. Didi, well, welcome. Pixel web service. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to think of. I was thinking of calling this thing the Pixel Pi, but I like PWS. That's freaking awesome. Nice. It's going to do a lot of stuff, so for sure. We can definitely call it whatever you want. Will the Pi 4 support the GoPro stream? I mean, in resolution power? Not sure, Reme. We're going to find out. This is kind of all testing thing. So once we get to that point where we're actually streaming video to the Raspberry Pi, then 100% we'll figure it out. Odish, welcome. It's more of being a forwarder, right? Because it's just going to receive the video signal we have to actually stream GoPros from a mobile phone. So from the phone will actually be sending out that signal. Working a lot with AMQP, which is also messaging rule. I didn't ever hear about RTMP. RTMP, I believe, is the older way of doing this. I don't know much about AMQP. So just a disclaimer. I don't know all the stuff that we've talked about for Tesla Thursdays. I don't know anything about. We're going to learn about it. We're going to try to figure it out. And yeah, we're going to we're literally just trying to build stuff and see how we can get this thing to work. So that's, from what I've understood, the RTMP server is like the process that I want to go about. And that's probably what we want to do. So we're learning this together. Dish, yeah. So we're actually working on Tesla Thursdays. I think Rushki, yeah. Thanks, Rushki. If you look at Tesla Thursdays right there, that's what we're doing. we're trying to build a live streaming platform in a Tesla, essentially. Dessa, welcome, beardless boy. Hey. All right. Yeah, you're right. I'm a little beardless. I know. I have a Libre Elect on mine, but I use mine for Cody. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. We definitely will get to that in a little bit. Sid Felipe, thanks for the follow. This is the Samsung 32 gigabyte micro SD card. So this is actually what's going to store our OS on it. We're going to throw it into the Pi, put that there. We have a power supply here. So it's a USB Type-C power supply that comes with it as well. It's a little big, and there's also the ability to do power over Ethernet, but I think you have to actually add something on top of it, on top of the Pi, in order to get that to work. So I didn't opt for that. I just decided to do, a power cable. No problem. Looks like some stuff. Dear value customer, thank you for your purchase. Our goal at Konica is to ensure your complete satisfaction. Konica offers free direct customers. Wow, that's actually pretty good. With the purchase of this project, if you have any questions or concerns, there's no need to return it to the store. We are more than happy to help you resolve it. That's actually really great. Nice job, Konica. Hey. If that is beardless. I definitely have a beard, just not as long as before. For general purpose, wouldn't you want Raspbian server? Yeah, so I was thinking Raspbian or Pi-hole were the two that I was kind of between. I was leaning more towards Raspbian though, for sure. If the GoPro format supports Pi hardware acceleration, it may work. If you have to use software encoding, probably not powerful enough. Either one. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, so again, like the goal would be not to actually connect the GoPros to the Pi itself, but to have a stream coming from a mobile device to the Pi itself through the network, of course. So the plans have Ethernet cable connected to the Raspberry Pi at home and then have the spool attached to the back. Yeah, we just have the 250 feet. That's all I can go. Final Spartan, what's up? Just got a Raspbian minimal and go headless. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're gonna end up going towards. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out now. We're gonna do it now. And then we have Konica here. So this actual case in itself, this is the little case. This thing is so sweet. Let me take it out real quick. So this is actually what's going to go. We're gonna put the Pi in. Pretty much. I originally thought, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna put it in. Like, I don't need to put it in anything, but this thing is pretty sweet, right? And so the fan goes up here. So you have like I don't know if you can see that too well. You can kind of see it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you'll see it has some ports in the back. Has some ports on the side here that you kind of see. Yeah, right there. Sort of like that. And yeah, has some nice rubber feet. You can just literally take this thing off like that. And yeah, it has labeled connectors right there for Ethernet as well. So cool little plastic case. Think it's going to be great for what we want to use. I don't think Piles will just show rather a piece. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, maybe I was mistaken, Alpha. Thanks for the heads up. Matson, hello. We'll use Python. Probably not. I think we're going to go with Node.js and TypeScript for most of our servers that we're going to use. Yeah. Guy Montangs, welcome back. There's a Pi-hole image built on Raspbian. Is there? Yeah, okay. I know I'm pretty sure there's something, but maybe not. Again, first timer. We're learning. We're doing all the learnings. And then this thing I love. So pretty much this is a card reader for the micro SD card. So essentially you actually put the micro SD card in this thing, and it's just a regular, like a standard size USB 2.0. And then you can clone your image on that thing. But it's important to know a pre-programmed memory card may appear as 1 GB when inserted into a PC or Mac, or it's pre-partitioned remains, but it's going to expand reformatting. Okay. Yeah, and that's how it kind of looks there. If you're interested on how it's gonna go in. Yeah, pretty sweet. Oh, so it says this card reader is to be used on your PC or Mac if you need to reload noobs again onto your memory kit or memory card. Do not use this card reader on the Raspberry Pi, as the Pi can only boot from the onboard memory card slot. I see. So we should probably take out this quick start guide. Might as well. Let me see what this thing is. Conakit.com/noobs. I don't know what noobs is. I'm assuming it's probably just another. Oh, yo, whoa, this is actually pretty sick. Let me share this with you guys. So pretty much Noobs, new out of the box software. So it's an easy operating system installation manager for Raspberry Pi. So we literally don't have to do anything. We can just stick the card in because it comes pre set up. And then so you can see they have Raspbian right there. And so they have a bunch of different images for the OS that we can use for this thing. Yo, nice. Okay, cool. I'm very excited to start. That'll be crazy. It will be. Python's a great language, my friend. But would Pi-hole really yield any benefits for this more than anything else? I don't think so, Dash. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it's preloaded with noobs. Yep. Jordan would use Raspbian as it's a general purpose distro based on Debian. Yeah. Let's see. Go here. The Raspberry Pi is a credit card sized computer that plugs into your TV and keyboard. Yep. Oh, Arch Linux. Nice. Let's go. Build your own OS. Yes. I don't think we're in scope for that for this project, but could be fun. All right, so I'm gonna keep the guide out, all this stuff here. Let's start by getting the Pi together in its case. With the card and everything. Pixel OS. I think that's actually an OS, right? Or Pop. Oh, that's Pop OS, I think. I wonder if they'll let you install an OS without a GUI. I hope so. I don't know why they wouldn't. All right. Directions. Yeah. Manuals. All right, if you have a case, start by installing the Raspberry Pi inside the case. To avoid damaging your micro SD card, do not insert the card until the board is installed in the case. All right. Let's open up. First time to open up the Pi. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. 69 out of 10 times. That doesn't seem like proper statistics, but okay. All right, so here's the Pi. Look at this guy. Super small. Oh, nice. It has some little stuff here. Safety and user guide. Should we do it if we were building like a computer? You know, motherboard box. Motherboard. Hello? Can you... I should put on this thing, I suppose. This is a hard piece of cardboard. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. That's literally the size of it. So I guess here's my index finger for comparison, maybe. It's almost like it's a little bit longer than the length of my index finger. Yeah, and you can see it has a bunch of stuff. You have the micro HDMI ports right here. The USB-C power. You have the USB 3.0, 2.0 gigabit Ethernet. Actually, I don't know if this is gigabit. I think it is. I can't quite remember. I think it's gigabit, but not 10 gigabit Ethernet. And then, you know, some adapters and stuff like that as well. Maybe you have a huge index finger. Kozis TV, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team. I hate you. But yeah, got that there. So I guess we just install inside the case. I don't know if we really need instructions on how to do that. Oh, and then the SD card reader is actually right there. you can kind of see that metal part right there is a Raspberry Pi reader. Luck Lori, thanks for the follow. And Fireman Co XD, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome. And I wonder if we should actually put these little heat sinks on as well, since we're here. I feel like we should, right? That metal part is a Raspberry Pi reader? Did I say Raspberry Pi reader? SD card reader. Oh, yeah, the one we have it right here. This guy right here. Yeah, USB Type-C power brick for sure. Good call out though. Should we just try putting it on? I think it'll fit pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. Yeah, let's do this then. So yeah, the CPU is right there. I'm pretty sure that's the memory as it states on here. Pure LOL6, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so this is a DDR4. That's a DDR4 chip right there. And then the CPU is right here. And then, oh, this is a USB 3.0 controller. Yo, that's sick. Nice. Huh. And then this guy right here. Man, I wish I had like a pointing utensil. I have a pen. A Microsoft branded pen. Beautiful. So right there is the gigabit controller, USB 3.0 controller, CPU, and RAM. It's actually pretty wild. That metal part is, oh, how much RAM did your board come with? 4 gigs. So 4 gigs of DDR4. Yeah. So a nice solid amount. Oh, this is the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip over here as well. Dude, this is so cool. How wild. That's, yeah. Oh, the audio jack right here. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Folks, does the camera need to be zoomed in a little bit? Maybe a little? Talking about Microsoft 18.08 height. What's 18.08? Hey, Frem. Yeah, if you type in ! Tesla in the chat, that's what we're going to actually be doing with it. Thank you, Rushki. I appreciate you, dude. Always a pleasure, man. Have a good one. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. So we can get a little more in on that, eh? Hopefully that's all right. Oh, release a flight simulator. Heck yeah, dude. Flight simulator. All right, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I thought it's a little small, you know? So let's go ahead and throw this guy on here. I'm curious what they use for like this thermal paste stuff here. It's not, I don't think it's really thermal paste. I think it's just some sort of compound. I'm going to go ahead and I got to get a little closer. If I'm going to do more stuff like this, I got to get one of those arms that just reaches out across my table. The webcam right now is just sitting on my monitor and it's just like chilling. But yeah, there we go. So there's kind of, I guess, some sort of thermal compound. Let's make sure all the thins are going the proper way here. I'm going to pick this up real quick. Okay. First heatsink on. We're getting some crazy power now, boys. Crazy power. Wow, building an entire Tesla starting on a Pi? Yes. Didn't you know this is how Elon planned it to be? You get a a Pi kit sent to your home, and then that's it. Getting a girlfriend for sole purpose of holding a camera. Jesus Christ. No. Maybe I just need to hire someone to be my camera holder during my live streams. I won't pay much, but you know. But Jesus Christ, Dr. Ray, get out of here. Here's our second one. This is gonna go on our memory. I gotta get a little closer to me so I can. What? Yo, this thing's looking crazy. There we go. So we got 2 heat sinks now, one for our CPU and one for our memory. DDR4, 4 gigs. Make sure they have hench arms. Not you too, CloudB, no. Thanks for the lurk, Alpha. Did you order from Amazon or Konakit site? I ordered from Amazon. So yeah, I guess like if you're curious, this was 100 USD from Amazon. 100 USD. Honestly, it's a great price. Like this has a lot of cool stuff for just $100 in my opinion. Sir Hat Bosker, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Folks, and I think this guy, I'm going to assume, I don't know exactly where this one goes. This one's a really small dude. I'm going to assume it probably goes on the USB 3.0 controller, given the size, because it looks a little too big for the gigabit controller. Yeah, so this guy right here, let me get the pen, that one right there, I think is the one we're going to want to put it on. So yeah, I'm going to do that as well. So super random. I don't know if any of you have ever done this before, but I've always really been into Warhammer 40K. Both the board game or the tabletop game and like, you know, video games that they've come out with. But for a while on Twitch, I used to watch people paint miniatures of like Warhammer miniatures, and it was literally the best time. I loved it because I've always wanted to be good at it, but I wasn't. I've never been good. So this reminds me of like building miniatures and like trying to paint them and stuff because it's so small. Dustmite, looks like for $20 more, you could have gotten a mouse and keyboard. Wait, what? Damn. Wild. International Express 51.95. Jeez. Kana doesn't want to ship to Narnia. Wow, that kind of sucks. Yeah, sorry about that, friend. Yeah, this is a cool kit for sure. If you're able to get it, that's freaking awesome, but that's a lot for shipping for sure. My friend paints them and he was ridiculous at it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I started painting them when I was really young, and I don't think I really grasped the understanding of what I was doing, because I think I was like 8 or 9 years old when I started getting into like Warhammer stuff. And I used to ask my parents for kits, like some of the starter kits for my birthday and everything like that. I should go out and buy them again. Maybe things have changed. All right, let's get this thing in the case, huh? All right. I was thinking about getting a Raspberry Pi. I say, yo, I mean, I would say do it. It's freaking great so far from what we've seen. All right, so I guess we're just going to literally throw this thing in here, I would assume, like this. Maybe. Oh, it has a Pi camera slot too. Does this part come off? Oh, the bottom comes off as well. I see. Nice. So yeah, it looks like the bottom actually comes off like that. And it looks like it has a little... Oh, nice. It has a little groove that it slides into. And you can kind of see here. Yeah, like these guys down here. Oh, that's great. It shows you some little thoughts on it. HDMI 1, 2, all that fun stuff. Miniature live stream, miniature Mondays. We'll never finish Groovy because we have all these branded like days of the week that we're doing something. Yeah, and you can see right here, there's the sorry, let me do it like this. The micro SD card reader right there. So that's where we're going to throw in our card. Yeah. What's up, Harley? What are we making? A pie hole? Yeah, we're putting together a Raspberry Pi in its case right now. Yeah, and getting essentially setting it up for the first time and getting started on it. There it is. Look at that guy. Yo, lit. The litness is too real. Yeah, good call, Evil Dustin. I'm glad I figured that out instead of trying to jam it in there. Maybe you actually do need instructions? Nah, a little grieve. Hey, Kmark, I have a $100 Amazon gift card first. Now I have a reason to use it. Hey, there you go. Yeah, this $100, $99 minus taxes. So you're probably looking at like 100 and something depending on where you live. But yeah, that easy, eh? And then this actually would just go on top like that. But dude, this thing is so cute. Nice. Nice. But first we want to add our fan in here. Oh, you know what? I have to figure out where to plug the fan into on the headers here. So you'll see back here, we have those headers and we have to actually make sure we plug in the fan. Why can't US peeps add taxes already to the price? Not just, dude, you're preaching to the choir, my friend. I have no idea. It's the stupidest thing. I agree with you. It makes no sense to me. It's just like, tell me what the price of this thing is at the very beginning. I don't need you to add the taxes on. I already know the taxes are coming. Like, it's no surprise that the taxes are going to be there. It's not going to be like, oh my God, wow, no taxes this time. I have thoughts about that. It's so dumb. I agree with you. All right, what type of configuration do we want? Do we want to push pull configure? How do we want to do this thing? Well, first, I suppose you should probably look to see, yeah, what cables we need to connect that thing to. I don't understand what this thing is here. Oh, the bag, I guess? Okay, it doesn't really say much here, but we don't need that anymore. We're going to go over here real quick. Yeah, this part I need to know where to plug the fan into. So we're going to go to konakit.com/piecase. konakit.com/piecase. The pie case. This doesn't look like my pie case. Oh, I guess it does. It's just clear. Okay. Bro, what about... Okay, this is for the camera. They don't show anything about the fan. Let's go here. Looks cheaper other than that. Yeah, I mean that the reason why they do that is probably for that reason, right? Yeah, it looks cheaper off the bat, 100%. 100%. Oh, this is cool. So originally I left the fan unhooked and it was compiling a Linux kernel on Raspberry Pi 4. I could feel the heat coming from the top of the case, so I decided to check to see what the temperature was. 83 Celsius. That is hot. Wow, for something so small. Wow. 51 degrees. That's actually insane. This is going to be sick, man. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and hook up the fan then. And so it looks like... so fan control. One thing that wasn't included with the kit was what pins to connect the Pi cooling fan to. If you look at the manual included in the GPIO pin out schematics, you'll see that a 5 volt is available on pin 4 and ground is available next on pin 6. Okay. So for pin 4 and pin 6. So if we take a look at that, that should be, that should be probably somewhere back here. One of these guys. Sorry, it's not super focused, but yeah, one of the back row of pins for sure will be where we're going to connect the fan. Nice. Okay. All right. Aristotelis, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. So I hooked my black wire to the ground 6 and then connected the red wire to the 5 volt. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and try to connect this bad boy then. So I feel like we should probably connect it first. And then we'll throw it into this thing. Yeah, and I believe if we put the fan, so if we have it in the top of the case like this, so sticker towards us, this is actually doing a pull configuration from, so if it's like this, it's going to pull the hot air out from the case, and then it's going to act as an exhaust for us, right? I believe that's how it works for my custom computer knowledge. And then that actually is a good spot because then we have the wires sitting right here. We might actually be able to, if we have it like that, switch it over even one more. So we can go like this. So if we do that like that, then we have the wires. Oh no, sorry, the other way. Like that. Cable management in our Pi has to be pristine. Yeah, because then it'll just be perfectly sitting on those 4 and 6 wires right there. Yeah, 100%. So let's go ahead and do that. So black, it's saying our ground is pin 6. So it looks like to be the third pin here. So we're gonna throw. Let's see if I can do this. 2, 3. Pin 3. Pin 3 is going to go there. Or I'm sorry, the ground's going to go there in pin 6, and then the power is just going to go right next to it in pin 4. I had to bring it a little closer. It's hard to see because I have the camera so far away. All right. So, looks good. So if you wanted to take a look, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, I need some more light here. Kind of sucks. Yeah, that's probably a good shot. Cool. So we should just be able to close this up and hopefully we got a powered fan. Oh, did I do it oh no, did I put it the wrong way around? Oh, I think I did. Oops. It looks like the case actually doesn't close like this. I actually have to, it would actually be closing like this, right? Yeah, okay. So we actually, it's going to be looking like this, so I just have to change the fan orientation around. To be like that. Yeah. So it's going to close like that, which means we change the fan orientation like that. 2 V5 red dot connections next to each other. Hope they have some kind of short circuit protection on those. Better watch out with those. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, those are the only two 5 volts right there. But good call out. Yeah, for sure. Cool. And let me plug this back in again. So again, the second one is where our red goes in, and then our black for ground. All right. Cool. So there it is again. Yep. Yeah. There she blows. All right. Now we'll close it. We got to turn it like this. They seem a little looser than I would have liked, but I mean, I guess they're only pins, right? It's not really much else holding it in. There it is. Hell yeah. Let me grab a little microfiber cloth real quick. I'm gonna go grab some water just so we can clean up the Pi. I don't think it's gonna clean it too much. But yeah, it looks like some marks on it. Will it blend? Will it blend? No, well, yeah, actually, it probably will blend really nicely. Folks, I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Thanks, Vaders. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying I don't have a chair command, but the chair is from Autonomous. I think it's called the Ergo Chair 2, I believe is what it's called. So pretty good chair, I'd say. What's up, D-Rex? Welcome. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't think we'll get those marks off. But it's all right. Not terrible. But you like to have your hardware. You like to have your hardware, right? Dr. Ray, time to stand. Oh, baby, you got it, my friend. Let's do this. Woo-wee. Let's get it done. Yeah, Vader. So the plan for the Pi is today we're just trying to set it up, get it all started, and then the overall goal is to host a lot of my app servers on here. So I have a couple notification servers that I would like to throw on here, and I'll have to pay for the cloud service, as well as some bots for our Discord. I'm going to do some home automation stuff on it as well. And then I'm going to also Tesla Thursday, what we're working on today. We're going to be setting up an RTMP server on it eventually to do stuff for to do road trip live streams with our Tesla. Yeah, I could really use a standing desk. Highly recommend. Also from Autonomous. Yeah, I'm going to stand in solidarity. Beautiful. Yes, folks. If you have a way to stand up, prop your laptop, your monitors on a box, something. Get that spinal fluid moving. You know what I mean? Get it moving. Feels good. Feels real good on the back. But yeah, all right, cool. So we did it. We put this thing together, which has been really sick. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. So the next thing that we probably need to do is set up, actually put the SD card in there. Yeah. So 32 gig SD card, micro SD card, I should say. That comes pre-installed with Noobs, which we learned was a OS selector that comes with Kit, which is really cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we put the heat sinks on, and then also actually, we're so dumb. They actually include it in the instructions right here. Now, for the pins, I guess that's what happens when you read. That's what happens when you read. Yikes. Oh well. Hey, Ling Gamer. Welcome to the beautiful world of Pi. Running Docker containers on Pi has made me a very happy person. Hey, thank you for that, Ling. Welcome, by the way. Yes, I'm so excited. Yeah, I plan on setting up Docker containers for all this stuff. I've never used Docker as well, so another great thing that we're gonna learn. Dude, yeah, I'm excited. Thanks for the welcome. I feel very welcome to the community now. Frey, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Nice to have you. Okay, cool. And so then it just says insert the pre-installed Noobs SD card. So we're gonna open this guy up. Do I need scissors or can I just get a little? We got this. We got this. Okay. So we got our 32 gig micro SD card here. I believe it's just going like, I see the pins on top, right? So should just go in on top like that, or on the bottom. There, yeah, that way. It's getting a little bit of resistance. So cool. So that's how it looks inserted. Pretty cool. Nice. Very nice. I like it. All right. I heard someone say Docker and I. What's up, Robert? Welcome, my friend. Yeah, that's something I did plan. I was researching it a little bit. I've never used Docker, so I'm not sure exactly how to do it, but should be cool. Should be cool. Oh, where did you get the manual for the Raspberry Pi? Yeah, DD. So this came in Kona kit. So if you buy the Kona kit setup, all this stuff came with it. We at the very beginning I unboxed everything and showed everyone, but yeah, comes with that. And now we have this cool USB-C power supply that we're going to use as well. Talon the Dragon, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I'm a simple man. I see Pi, I click. I love it, Ling. I love it. Thanks for being a simple human. Use those giant index. Excuse me? I guess maybe like, are my index fingers that big? Damn. All right. Docker containers and Pi is a really good idea. Awesome. Hell yeah. Hey, Oxygen, welcome. Stone Cold Man, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that work? Is a 64-bit Debian available for Raspberry Pi yet? If not, you're running everything in 32-bit, including Docker containers. I don't know, Bretsky. That's a great question, man. Well, guess we'll find out. No, I'm joking. You better be joking. Go. That's good. I know. Yep, that's right, CloudB. Yeah, Vaders, we got 4 gigabyte. If you actually type in !Pi in chat, you'll get all the actual link to the Pi that I bought. That's all accounting I know. Hey, it happens. I totally get it. So this is the one thing that was kind of like bothersome, is it looks like you have to connect. Oh, should go here. You have to connect everything to like a monitor and stuff beforehand, which is not terrible, I suppose, but not great, I guess. Like, we're not going to use any GUIs. We're just going to do stuff via CLI to begin with. But so here's the USB-C power connector. So it literally just goes. Oops, I always forget it's in my view as well. Goes right over here. We're just going to throw it in there. Load it up. I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling with my capture card right now, because I think I can get this to run through the capture card so you all can see as we go through the setup. But I'm going to need to grab a keyboard as well. So that's a thing. Didn't start at 0. Are you a real programmer? Get out of here. But we'll do the first power test, folks. So I'm going to plug this guy in here. Hopefully we see some lights. I don't know. The other cases were like white, so you could actually see stuff, or clear or something. I'm going to throw it back like that. I'm going to plug this under my desk real quick. Give me 1 segundo, and I will. Yeah, we'll plug it in. If you see any lights, just yell. I won't hear you, but I'll see it. We'll see. All right. I don't see any lights. I feel the fan. I feel the fan moving. Hold on. Let me see if I can hear it. Let me see. Oh, I see a light. Hold on. Let's open this up. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. See some lights in there. So we got a working Pi, and I hope you can see the fan moving. Oh, it's actually, I thought it was gonna be much louder. Actually kind of happy. I don't know if you can see the fan, but it is moving. So we got power. Hell yeah. Good job, team. We did it. We built it. Easy. Easy as, oh my God. Best pun of life right now. Ready? Ready, ready? Easy as pie. Woo! Boom! Hey, thank you, thank you. Daha Romas, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Oxygen, there's some settings you can do to the image before booting the first time with configuring Wi-Fi through WPA. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I want to do. That's what we'll plan on doing for sure, my friend. Success. Yes. I only see lights, Alec. I'm staring at a mesh of LED. God, estranged. It's so technical. I love it. Sending you a photo of my pie on Discord because I'm proud of it. Hell yeah, Ardendor. Please do. Yeah, if any of you have any pie pictures, any battle stations with your pie, head on over to our Discord. You should join in. Send some pictures. I would love to see it. Hell yeah, right there. Yeah. Wonder how much it costs to run it year by year. Oh man, probably dollars. Like this thing can't take up that much power. Okay, so next is connect HDMI monitor or TV to Raspberry Pi using micro HDMI cable, and ensure you have connected to the cable. Okay. All right. So now this is where it's going to get a little interesting. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can set this thing up. I'm going to throw this here. We're going to do, I think my capture card should be able to handle it. Should be cool. Just dad joking me. I made my Pi into a retro emulator. Oh, hell yeah. My brother wanted to do the same thing, actually. I was talking to him about the Pi I got, and he's like, yeah, I've been wanting to put it in like a cabinet for retro games and stuff. And I thought it's cool. That's a great idea. What retro stuff do you have on there? Cool. So we're going to plug in the closest one to the power port. Okay. That was a really satisfying, like, insert. I don't know. Let's keep this this cable management a little clean here, if possible. Now you'll have to do a hard shutdown or live connect all cables. Yeah, no, we're gonna do we'll connect all the cables right now. Unfortunately, we'll probably have to do a hard shutdown, which is not the best, but for now it shall do. Oh, and I guess I should. I don't know. I don't think we need the Ethernet cable just yet. But yeah. Mario, Zelda, PS1 games. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Dude, I've never been this hyped about a project at work. Yo, Aaron, that's when you know it's real, my friend. Very nice. I love to see that. It's always fun to be excited about what you're working on. 100%. My 4 is doing good duty as a smart home hub, home assistant, Grafana, Prometheus, and Unify controller, plus a 0 within the smart mirror. Yo, yes, I love it. That makes me so happy. Because that's exactly kind of what I'm on that same sort of process right now. All right, so I'm gonna actually change some stuff in OBS real quick. Let me grab this. I'm going to grab the. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we should just do this. Keep the Pi right there so we can still see its beautifulness. You can see Twitch chat. Beautiful Twitch chat. Just throw it like right there or something. All right. And actually, I'll put it on this thing for now. So we have that. And let me go ahead and plug this in. Now I'm going to essentially plug it into my capture card. Hopefully it'll work. Shouldn't have any issues. We're going to find out. Give me 1 second, folks. Oops. Something. We're going down. We're going down. Almost there. Almost there. It doesn't want to stay. Hold on. Sorry. Oh God. All right, there we go. My God. Yeah, I'm sorry. F. Yeah, can we get some Fs in the chat, please? Thank you. I gotta put my desk down. Oh, damn it. I gotta put my desk down more. Oh no! I don't know if it's actually gonna work. Oh man, yeah. So it's signal out of range. Rip, dude. Get closer. Yeah, so it came up on my screen, but it should be. I thought it should be able to do a reboot. Yeah, maybe we can try a reboot. Let's see. Let's see what we can try here. I also have to go get a keyboard and a mouse. I guess I can use this mouse. Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, so they do the. It's Raspberry Pi OS. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't. And it's 32. It's 32-bit, so it's not even Raspbian. Okay, yeah, let's try it. So we'll just unplug that real quick, give it a minute, and then we'll plug back in. Yes, and let me go grab a keyboard. We're bringing out the old. Oh, sorry. We're bringing out the old school Mac here. This guy is an old school. Hopefully I can tab. I don't have to use a mouse. Man, these guys are tight. Yeah, so it was able to connect via HDMI, but the problem is that the capture card wasn't picking it up. So it looked like it was working. Yeah, the problem is I don't know if the signaling will actually work based on the card, on the HDMI, or on the capture card that I have. Though it looks like it's working great, so I wonder if there's another way that I can do this. Yeah, it's a capture card thing. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, there was really no way to test this out. Let's go back here. Oh, I was gonna say, let's go back to the main real quick. Point the camera at the screen. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're at right now, right? Hold on. If you bear with me for a few minutes, let me see if I can research this. I might be able to actually figure out how to do it. Let me just see what this is actually saying. Because it's signal out of range. I'm just looking on my stream PC right now. I was an issue I ran into earlier on and was been able to tinkering in OBS seems to fix the issue. I'm just gonna put this here for now while we get this set up. Okay. Okay, so I had the issue. Go to OBS, change video format from cups to default, manually set to 1080, even though it says already by default. Okay. So it could be technically an OBS issue. So let me throw it. Let's throw it back over here. Let's see if we got this. So, no. Doesn't actually let me. Man. Stinks, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this. Kind of sucks. Oh, actually, I do have an idea. I do have another idea that would work. Hold up. We could totally do this, though the face cam will be off. But that should be all right, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let's go back over here. Okay. So we can do this actually. Let me remove this from OBS. Let me do another thing here. Look at me. That's me. Hello. Hey, Alec. Hey, Alec. Yeah, Alec. Hello. What's up, Alec? Hey, nice to see you, Alec. Hey, what's up? I use a capture card from Razer, like a Razer, I think Ripsaw. Brady Bunch View. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I got an idea. So the problem kind of now is that I have to look at OBS to kind of see this thing. So now I'm curious. We probably have to do a hard reboot. God. Let's see if this thing actually works. And you can't see my beautiful face at the moment, so sorry in advance. Or maybe that's better for you. I'm not really quite sure. Not really sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's so from what I've read online, essentially what happens is we should be able to set this up, and then when we set this up, it should we should be able to then change it to use SSH login. White Panther, what's up? Welcome. Nice to see you. How we doing? Well, is this not going to work? Hey, there it is. Let's go. We did it, champs. Hell yeah. There it is. All right. Can everyone see that? Sorry, you won't be able to see my face, I guess, for a little bit, and that's cool. Definitely much better. Your face is... Yeah, it is. It's a pie. All right, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's always nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Shufta, hello. What are you working on? Currently, we're setting up a Raspberry Pi. We just built it right here. Feel free to type in !Pi in chat. And then, yeah, we've connected our keyboard. So let me move this guy. And I'm going to move this over here. I can't see my Mac, so we're good. We don't really need it. And I got to look, I got to look over on this guy. Is this big enough? I think so. Yeah, Jordan. Awesome. Heck yeah. Welcome. Rudix, welcome. Wolf DM. I don't want to use it. It's literally sitting on my desk. So if I can see this correctly, hold on, let me go read it. Okay. So we got this Raspberry Pi. So we don't have Debian, which kind of stinks. Raspbian. Connect 3 USB power adapter to the board when power scans Raspberry will start and boot should be %. I'm just reading some notes. Okay, and then, so if you intend to using an operating system other than Raspbian, connect the Raspberry Pi to your network using an Ethernet cable. You can also connect your Wi-Fi network by clicking Wi-Fi networks. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I own one of these. Nice. Do you know what you can do to get 1 gigabit per second more internet speed while, what? I don't think that's true. I'm not confused. So I'm kind of sad because we did want to do, yeah, we did want to do Raspbian. Is that Raspberry? Is Raspbian Raspberry Pi OS or no? Yeah, right? I think it's something similar. So I think we're just going to go with that. Oh man, they don't have keyboard controls. How? Let me go grab a mouse real quick. Oh, nice, Robert. Thanks for the heads up. Can you install VS Code in one of those? I don't know. Probably, but I don't know why you'd want to. There's actually an extremely cool extension in VS Code that you can actually SSH into your Pi and then just edit your files in VS Code on your other machine, which is great. So that's cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Robert, nice. Install. Oh, it says I? Oh, crap. Good call. I can't see it because the screen's so small. Oh, look at all the mice I look at this setup of mice. We got 3 mice. Okay, we're gonna install it. Let's go. Ooh, baby, here we go. Here we go. Max Osmol, hey, or Mike Osmol, hello. Hey, my name's Alec. Nice to meet you, friend. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're doing the things. The Raspbian operating system based on Debian Linux is now being installed on your Raspberry Pi. Wow, that's so epic. Cool. So this provider, this provides an easy. Oh, wow! I like this. Like, Windows should do this. Windows, why don't we have a cool setup like this? Come on, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's yeah. $3 billion devices run Java. Yes. Scratch is a graphical language designed to teach basic programming to young children and beginners. Ooh. Sonic Pi is a programming language which allows you to compose and perform music. Oh my god. Yo, this is awesome. Man, Windows, hello. We need to do something like this, please. Oh, good to know, Jordan. Thanks for the heads up. For more advanced programmers, various Python and Java development environments are included. I love it. I love it. Well, while this loads, I'm going to do a bit of cleanup on my desk because it looks like a war zone. And it's giving me a little bit of OCD. I want Sonic Pi. Sonic Pi sounds awesome. Pie, just like the actual pie, food pie right now sounds incredible. I feel like I got to go get a pie today. Woo-wee. Cream soda waffle coming in with that. Sub for 5 months in a row. My god, thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for that 5 months. Yeah, yeet. Sonic Pi hackathon? Maybe so. Maybe so. Hackathons, man. Hack-a-thons. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one, I guess, right? Oh, wait, what? Oh, dope. I forgot about this. Yeah, okay, so this right here, I forgot this came with it. I don't know if you can see it too well. This has an on-off switch for the Pi. I forgot about this. So we can connect this via USB-C. Yep. Via USB-C here, and then we have a switch we can turn the Pi on and off with. So we should totally hook that up when we're done with this. I need a hackathon. Need to poke my brain. I've had a couple ideas. I don't know about a hackathon, but so one thing I used to do with one of my good friends is when we were in college, we used to do this thing called Hack Weekends. And so we had our own projects. We hang out, bring some snack foods, coffees, sodas, whatever. And then we would literally just work on our side projects all weekend. And so maybe every couple weekends or like one weekend out of the month, we can have a hack weekend. And so everyone comes in, come work on your own projects, and then we have a showcase at the end for what you've built. What's the first thing you're going to do when you're done? Are you hyped? I'm so hyped, Jordan. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I think what I want to do is get the environment stuff set up. So obviously the SSH fanciness. I'm going to want to... Oh man, I don't know. So many things. Oh, set up the Docker container stuff. I think the first thing I'll probably do is, I've been meaning to do it for a while, is put one put one of my notification servers on the Pi running Node.js. I think it'll be sweet. Haven't done much coding lately. Why not, Jerome? Yeah, it's for power. Yeah, we just got to connect it. And so the Pi is going to be relocated upstairs next to my router. We have a switch, so I'm going to direct plug it into my switch. I'm going to try probably after this on stream. I made this Ethernet cable the other day. It's like kind of crappy. It's not great. I want to try to make another one. So we might do that on stream for the last end of it here. But yeah, this is just going to go directly to the Pi and to the switch, and we're good to go. It's full, Dr. A. Twitch notification servers, or what kind of yeah, so I have an iOS app called Cycles. If you actually type in !cycles in the chat. By the way, Kelving508, thanks for that follow. And Wolf DM, thanks for the 100 bits, my friend. I love my Pi, yes. I have a push notification server set up for that app that I host in Heroku right now. And so I wanted to put it on the Pi and essentially set up it uses some cron jobs to send out push notifications every hour. So essentially set that up on the Pi to do that. I thought it'd be really cool. So I don't have to pay for the service. Save like $15 a month pretty much, which would be great. Hey guy, yeah, we're going. But yeah, so that's where this guy's gonna go. So really excited about that. Dude, this thing is so sick. What a cool little gadget. For $100, you get all of this. Insane. Swollen Burke, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's been a good time so far. Thanks for joining in. Sounds like signing this up is easy as pie. I would 100% agree with you, my friend. It is. It has been easy as pie. So in the instructions here, they talk about this thing called Raspbian Buster. I don't know what this is. But Buster is the latest release of Raspbian. At the time of writing, it comes loaded with many applications. The first time you start your Raspberry Pi with Raspbian, it will automatically start the setup wizard to set system configuration parameters such as default Wi-Fi country required for Wi-Fi operation, password, host name, locale, time zone, keyboard layout. If you need to change any of these settings, you may access the Raspberry Pi configuration found under the entry menu. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So I don't think we're going to really add any electronics on here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hell yeah, man. Cool. What are you using it for? Yeah, if you type in !Tesla swollen, you'll get a little bit more information on what we're using it for. But yeah, we're also going to be putting some Node.js servers on this guy. The main goal for today's stream, the Tesla Thursdays, is to build a live streaming platform around Teslas. Before getting the Pi 4, I thought about going for an Intel NUC or a Mac Mini instead. Wouldn't have been worth it for what I use the Pi 4. Yeah, 100% oxygen. This will be great. I'm really excited to get the home automation stuff set up on here. As well as, yeah, just honestly, I'm excited to put my Node servers on here and just not have to worry about doing cloud stuff. Like that's the thing I'm most excited about, is not having to put my stuff in the cloud. Like, let me just keep it locally on here. See when your server room catches on fire. Good, Dr. A, beautiful. Tesla swollen, baby. Yeah. Hey, Rambo, what is a Raspberry Pi? Yeah, feel free to type in !Pi, Rambo, to get a link to this Raspberry Pi specifically. But it's inside this box. It's a little computer board that you can do a bunch of stuff on. So right now we're installing an OS onto it, actually. Yeah, we're installing Raspberry Pi OS. I'm not really feeling this song right now. We're gonna skip it. Yeah, but can it run Doom? Oh God. Are you concerned about security with hosting stuff on your own network? Yeah, that's a great question, my friend. So right now, the stuff that I will be hosting actually won't have any connection. Like, it doesn't need to access, like, people from the outside world will not be able to access it. It's solely only for like the reverse. It's the Pi's going to access things in the outside world, but there's like, I mean, I guess people could technically call stuff from this thing, if that makes sense. But like, there's at least for now, there's no sort of like interaction that any of my apps will be doing with the Pi in regards to a client calling the Pi, if that makes sense. Rambo247, welcome. Are we seeing a begging of Alec Cloud non-distributed cloud service in your house? No, so we actually I don't remember who said it here, but we thought of the name PWS, so Pixel Logic Web Service, and then I was also thinking about calling the Pi Pixel Pi, calling it the PP. Yeah, I'm not really here. Okay, Royce, well, welcome. But I know you're not really here. Sorry. Revoke that acknowledgement. And it's shit. Yeah. Yeah, I did some NDI. I tried to before I hooked up my capture card. But yeah. So life goes on. English UK. Yeah, didn't you know? US? What's US? When can I get my VPN? One day, my friend, one day. Hey, Geek, what's the Pi for? Yeah, so the Pi, if you type in exclamation point Tesla, is what we're working on today for. But it's really just going to be to host a bunch of different Node web services, as well as some home automation stuff, and yeah, RTMP server at some point. Hey, TuneDev, welcome. Nice to see you, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Folks, welcome to Raspberry Pi. 96% in. Here we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're finally getting a homies release. Dude, there are so many times that homies would be so useful right now. I'm not gonna lie, with my housemates. Nacholo2 and Vaders, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you all here, folks. Welcome to the Pixel Logic Dev community. Glad to have you all. If any of you are interested in joining our Discord, we have a great community over there. Great place to showcase your projects. Come get some programming help, hang out with others, and just, yeah, have a good time. So feel free to join in. Would love to have you there. And stay up to date with what we are currently working on and what we're planning on doing. Looking forward to watching your progress. Thanks, Vaders. Yeah, every Thursday we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff along these lines, around this Tesla live streaming platform. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But other than that, we work on an app called Groovy, which is a cross-platform mobile application. We work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then Saturdays we do a game stream where we go through single-player experiences. And in the very coming weeks, on Saturday we are going to be doing our first ever podcast style stream called the Saturday Stand Up. So again, get in the Discord, get notified when we start doing all this fun stuff. I'd love to have you there. Oh yeah, pure lol. If you actually type in exclamation point project, that'll take you over there. Or GRUVVE is the way that we what we've called it. Get Microsoft sponsorship to do Flight Simulator. All right, it says 100% complete, but we're still extracting stuff, so just waiting on that. I'm subscribing and going to join Trihacid now. All right, sounds good, Geek. Good luck. Sounds like a sad weekend comedy club. Nah, come on. Yeah, exclamation point Discord, my friend. Right there if you want to join the Discord. All in there for you. So this progress bar is interesting. We're at 100%, but we're not done, eh? Interesting. Yeah, sorry, Gig. I beat you to it right above you. 100.5% actually, as we're extracting the file system. Oh my gosh, OS is okay. Installed successfully. Okay. Let's go. We did it, folks. Top freaking tier right here. It's gonna restart from what I heard. Hey, look at those little raspberries, huh? Look at those little guys. How did you decide Golang for Groovy Backend? Honestly, pure, it was really because I just want to learn it. I haven't done Golang before, so it seemed like a really cool project to start. And I'm really glad I did, as I probably would stick with Golang pretty much for a lot of my projects now. Folks, here we are. Welcome to the Raspberry Pi desktop. Before start using it, there are a few things to set up. Press next to get started. All right. So here's the desktop. I forgot as well, folks, that that we actually have Bluetooth in here as well. There's also Bluetooth. It's freaking awesome. A wastebasket. Do you ever realize you're stupid, or am I done? What? What's up, Enoch? I don't understand. All right, next. All right, my country. I live in the states of unitedness. Time zone? What the heck? ADAC? Oh. Like. All right. Sorry, I have to look at my other screen through OBS because I don't have it coming anywhere else, and it's really hard to see. So I have to go like back and forth. Let's see. Oh, Los Angeles. Here we go. Yeah. Use English language. Yep. Oh, God damn it. Well, that'll do, I suppose. America. Or am I alone? Oh, hey, we all have our moments. You know what I mean? We all have our moments. Can see everything. Oh, Alaska. Thanks, Ling. I feel like I'm spoiled when USA is the top choice of countries on the list. Yeah, I'm really glad a lot of drop downs have stopped doing that, which is good, because yes, sure, your company might be in the US, but if you have something that you're shipping worldwide, you should make it in the list of names like everyone else. What are proper? Stop it. Okay, give me a second. Let me go to the. Oh, the secret screen would be awkward because you could still see it now. Should we just do it like this? Or like that? How should we do it? Yeah, I reversed it. Oh, no. We'll do it like this. We'll do it in the BRB screen. Oh, but I can't see it. Oh, shit. No, this won't work. This won't work. I have to hide it. No, how am I? Oh, God. I won't be able to do this. Oh, hide characters. I guess that works. All right. Well, I guess you'll get the length, but you'll never know. Because I have to look at it like this as well. Oh, but you can see the keyboard. Yeah. Good call. Thanks, CloudB. Rip. No. All right. I'm going to throw you guys off a little bit. Thoughts? How about that? All right, I have to put in a password here, and I can't hide the screen. 17 dots. Alec loves raspberry. Shh, hey, stop! I gotta change it. Clear, it's Hunter. Alec knuckles are very pie. No, no. I have a secret formula that you'll never know. Hopefully that's correct. Good call on the keyboard. All right. Enoch for mod 20. Time for beer. All right, Jerome, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, depending on the key sounds, I won't tell you the keyboard that I'm using. Next. All right, here we go. Folks, I'm going to make this a little larger because I literally cannot see it, and it's very frustrating. Oh, yes. Sorry, we're just going to do that so I can see it a little more. You know, keep the pie. I wanted to keep the pie in the picture, but we might not be able to. Lies. No, I'm using an old Mac keyboard. That was great. Draco, yeah, or sorry, whoever asked about the MacBook, I own a 2016 MacBook Pro 15-inch model. Yeah. It's the first model that had Touch Bar. You can triangulate the sounds to get the password from the bot. If someone did that, they 100% deserve to get to know that password. That was beautiful. Okay, so desktop should fill the entire screen. Tick the box below if your screen has a black border at all edges. Yeah, but I guess I don't really care. No! Why does it go back? Or forward? I don't... Oh, I guess I can just use a mouse. I forgot I had the mouse here. Yeah, 16 gig RAM version on the MacBook Pro. That's right. Okay. Set up wireless network. All right. Oh man. We'll skip for now. Update software. The operating system and applications will now be checked if updates are necessary. Yeah, sure. We might as well. Oh, hold on. Let me plug in a Ethernet cable to this guy. So it's not one of our custom-made cables that we were planning on doing. I don't think we're gonna have time in the stream today, but this is internet for now, so we can just plug it right in there. Yeah, go from there. I'm in the office right now and I missed the setup. No, it's all right, guys. This is gonna be on YouTube, the whole stream. So if you're interested in checking it out, !YouTube to get the YouTube channel name. Yeah, Bluetooth, man. It's freaking slick. Cool. Synchronizing clock. Thank you. Hey, Duke. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. What are you doing? Why can't I clip the password? Thank you, Twitch. Yeah, so I was gonna try something else with this this video. I think I'm gonna do a premiere on YouTube, so it's like a live. I think premieres are like live video things where people can join into a live chat. I'm gonna try doing that this time around for this video. I think it would be kind of fun. See how it goes. What did you get here? So yeah, it is. It's fairly early. Yeah. Stonks, get those stonks, baby. All right, so we're installing languages. We're getting some updates. Nice. Do you wake up early too? I was surprised to see a fellow American streaming so soon. Yeah, Ling. I wake up at 4:30 for stream days. Start streaming at 5:30. I'm supposed to be working. Kiappa. You're totally working. I love it. You are working, Roars. Being top tier moderator, obviously. Yeah, I'm definitely a morning person, Ling, for sure. So cool to see a fellow American. It's always hard to. Oh, around this time, I think more people from the States are awake. You know, I'm on the West Coast, so the East Coast is definitely awake by this time. People on the West Coast are probably starting to wake up. I wake with the farmer. Alec is a farmer. I grow some mean green onions in my aquaponics tank, I do have to say. And I grew some peppers in there. I have to show you the pictures. I threw some seeds from a bell pepper inside this aquaponics tank, and they're sprouting like crazy. It's wild. Only intended for EU watchers, so please leave. I can't argue with that, Dr. A. Given the stream time and the people in the stream, 100%. We're going to have to ban everyone else who's not from the EU. I agree. Maybe one day I'll find myself in the EU. Wait a second. If I do that, does that mean I still have to stream at the same time? Ooh. Jay Hunt. Hey, welcome. A Raspberry Pi plant watcher? That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. I like that. I like that idea. Except like, so I have my little fish in my tank. They're cute. They do their little fish things and swim around, and their waste fertilizes my plants. So that's great. Hydroponic. So I think it's interchangeable, Aaron. I've always said aquaponics. But yeah. Have you heard about geoponics? Aeroponics? I have no idea what those are. No. Tell me more. It's 3:30 p.m. in the UK, so not stupid hours. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, good call. I not gonna lie, I do see myself over there at some point. I love visiting that side of the world. Specifically, I've always loved like the Netherlands. I also very much loved London when I went to go. Poopachoo! Hello, Mr. Alec. Hello there. What are you using for the Rasp Pi for? I missed the start of the stream. Yeah, no worries. Dude, nice to see you, man. Welcome. Yeah, so today's Tesla Thursday, so we're working on kind of setting up the Pi to begin with. We built the thing, the Pi right here. We're just updating some stuff, as you can see. And then, yeah, we plan on putting our RTMP server for our Tesla streams on it. We're also going to put some node servers for some applications on it, do some home automation, all Dockerized. So all that fun stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Welcome in, man. Nice to see you. The Netherlands. Yes. I do like it. Yorkshire is the best shire. Yes. I like it. You should do a Tesla road trip to EU. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I lived in Amsterdam for a few months in my old job. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I specifically love Amsterdam. That place is great. It's really, really fun. London is a great city, Unique. I agree. Aeroponic is basically growing stuff in thin air. Roots are misted from time to time, though. Jesus, that's wild. What? Man, I miss home. No. You should go home. Well, when you can, of course. I'm from Amsterdam as well. Nice, Jordan. Cool. I live in Narnia. Docker, hyped about that. Want to learn about that. Yeah, me too. I've never done it. So I think it makes the most sense to have a bunch of Docker containers for our different instances of servers that we're going to use. So should be fun. Docker is my boo. Oh, it's good to know we have a lot of Docker fans in here because I will need help. Yeah, Jehu, if you type in !Tesla, you can get a little bit more information on what we're doing with it. But other than that, thank you, Cloud V. I appreciate you. Yeah, Pi and Tesla right there. Beautiful. I'm a poor lad. One day you won't be, for sure. Flutter first, then Docker? Get out of here. Flutter. Oh, no. Okay, so that's the other thing. I'll be setting up the Flutter bot to run on the Pi, so I'll never have to remember to turn it on ever again. What's up, Joker Cody? Welcome. Ever used an ESP8266? Great cheap option for microcontrollers if you need one going forward. Not sure what all you're planning on getting into here. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Could be good. Essentially, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but this is definitely the first step in our Tesla live stream interface and service right now. It's really exciting, man. I'm really excited for it. This is the first step. The next step is really figure out how to set up these servers, and then eventually get a GoPro and test out how this streaming to the Pi would be. And so probably in the next couple months, one of our Tesla Thursdays will actually be driving the car and streaming to the Pi with our server setup. So that'll be freaking exciting. Go Docker and go Kubernetes. Try running Docker and Docker for a good time. Interesting. Looks frozen. No, it's just slow. So folks, you have to remember that the Pi actually uses a, I think this is the internet speed. Oh, this is the Wi-Fi. That's weird. The Pi uses a micro SD card. So it's probably the read and write speeds are not that fast on this thing at all. Yeah. Terminal? So what we could probably end up doing... Oh, I want to change my Pi name. How can I change my Pi name? We have to do all that stuff. I just realized it wasn't the stream, it was my headphones not being plugged in. Oh no, Roars. That was one of those things I'd be like, I don't know if I'd say that. Or just keep it to myself and be like, it's all right. Oh yes. Yo, Roars. Tell Ko I say happy birthday. Give a nice little pat. I wish I could send some bones. Or what does Ko like? What type of toys? You can boot Pi over USB. Yeah, so the micro SD card I think is a good choice, but I think for running applications, yes, a treat. Thank you. Yes. For we might want to set up some. I mean, I have an old SSD that I could connect to one of the USB 3.0 ports on here. That maybe we can use as well. Have you thought about bandwidth consideration streaming through a Pi? I haven't ever thought of it. Does the entire stream live in memory, or are there I/O considerations to be made? Yeah, that's a great point, Hooten. I'm not really sure. We're gonna find out. But essentially, it's going to be more of like the middleware, right? It's going to receive these video streams, and then it's going to probably add some overlay on it, and then we're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it up into Twitch, and I mean, streaming. I think on hardware like this is pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be crazy. You know, it's not gonna be doing any of the computing on the device. It's just going to be receiving some streams and then sending it off for sure. All right, Aaron, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Always appreciate you. Nothing too intensive. Yeah. I think we should be good. Well, I'm glad we did this update because apparently there's some stuff. We can take a look at some of this stuff, I guess, while it's installing. Okay, so this is the GUI, if any of you are interested. We won't be using the GUI probably most of the time, or at all. Lost and found? Okay. Nice, okay. I guess this is just the browser? Nice! Oh, it runs on Chromium. Oh, that's cool. Adobe Flash copyright. Nice, dude. Okay. Pretty sick. That's cool that they built this off of Chromium. Good call. All right, system is up to date. So setup complete. Your Raspberry Pi is now set up and ready to go. To run applications, click Raspberry Pi icon on the top left corner of the screen and open the menu. All right, let's and then press restart to restart your Pi. The new settings will take effect. Restarts. We're gonna restart the Pi right there. What a journey, my friends. What a journey. Yeah, so again, while this restarts, which mouse do I need to use out of the 3 mice I have here? So again, this is the Pi right here for anyone that's just joining us. We have our mouse and keyboard connected right now and just a Ethernet port. And then I want to install this guy. So this is a power switch for the on-off stuff for the Pi, which is actually really cool. So we'll put that in too. Yeah, they released an 8GB version of the Pi. I was really tempted to get it, and I almost feel like I should have. But I do think 4 gigs right now will be pretty solid for what we want. I hope at least. But yeah, so we restart the Pi. We're going to connect this guy. And then at that point, I think what we'll do is I want to set it up so we can SSH into it and do all that fanciness. So we're going to have to look up how to do that because I don't think it says it in the guide here, unfortunately. Okay, so you can select menu and shut down. So let's shut this guy down. We can also just use a command to do that because I can't find it in this GUI. The command is sudo shutdown h now. All right. Sudo shutdown. All right, cool. So set this down properly. Might be making a trip to Micro Center today now. Hell yeah. Yo, Micro Center. I miss that place so much. There are no Micro Centers around me, which makes me so sad. Cool. It still feels like I still feel the fan running. So I don't know. You can enable SSH there. Hey, Pleasance. Cool. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in first. All right. So again, we're going to throw that guy in there. So yeah, you can see, sorry, my camera settings are a bit weird. That's powered on, and now that's powered off, which is actually pretty sweet. So we'll plug that guy in there now. We have that. Corollas Carols, welcome. Where do micro centers exist? So I've seen one in Texas. I've also seen one in Minnesota in the United States. Where else have I seen one? I think probably in California there's some as well. Cool. So I just turned it on. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, it is. It's a nationwide thing, but in very specific areas. Like in Washington, they don't have any, which is really sad. Oh, actually, no, they don't. They don't have any. Yeah. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and kind of bring this up a little more, just so I can see it as well, because I had to use this. Once we set up the SSH terminal stuff, then we can actually just SSH in from the Mac. It'll be much easier. Assad, welcome. Nice to see you, my friend. Okay, so Pleasant saying just click on the Pi logo and go to Raspberry Pi settings. You can enable SSH there. Computer Raspberry Pi system probably. Founder Hounder, yo, thanks so much for that host, my friend. Welcome. And hello to you. How are we doing? Setting up a Wi-Fi view of the GUI is also easier. Might be better to do that before SSH. I have an Ethernet cable plugged in, so we're good to go. We're good to go. Oh, boot to CLI. Beautiful. So boot to CLI, 100%. Yeah. And then wait for network at boot. What are thoughts on this, folks? Dat Booty. welcome Booty. I did some IoT with Pi last semester. It was fun. That sounds awesome, man. Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow-up hooting on that. Internet. Oh yeah, well yeah, we'll do that. I guess we should probably wait for network, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not a huge deal. Display, so screen blinking, sure. Interface, enable SSH. Oh, enable camera? They have a setting for that? Okay. Wire, remote, Okay. Performance. Overclock? What? Yo, that's pretty sick. You can overclock your Pi, eh? Localization. Yeah, we did that stuff. Okay, so I press OK. Now that I enabled SSH, I do also want to change like the name of it and stuff, right? Was that a setting in here? I don't think I saw it. Oh, system. Here we go. Okay, cool. So I can... oh, it changed it there. So I have to change my password and stuff. Host name. Yeah, cool. So what do we want to call this, folks? Should we put up a poll? I'm here to see code, not GUIs. Aye, aye, Captain. We're on it. You're on Ethernet O, not Wi-Fi, so theoretically you'll be online before your future containers ever start, so not a big concern. Yeah, exactly, Ling. I'm going to be moving this, like I said, upstairs, but it'll also be connected via Ethernet, so I'm not going to worry about the Wi-Fi for sure. Yeah. Threw an N64 emulator on a 3B and had to overclock to get some games working. That's so sick. Pull us every minute like a Pi on dynamic DNS. No, we're going to do a poll. What should we call the Pi? So I'm thinking these two. Pixel Pi or PWS or Pixel Logic Web Server. Or other. Folks, you got 2 minutes. Go ahead, cast your votes. Throw yourself in the poll. See what's going on here. Love to know your thoughts. Pixel Pi? PP? Yeah, the PP. That's what it essentially would be called, the PP. Call the Pi Pixel Cake. Nice. Wow, no one likes Pixel Logic Web Server. Okay. I like it. Other. But we're getting some strong votes on Pixel Pi. You have about another minute, folks. Make sure you cast your votes up above with the poll. Get them in. Pixel with Pixel. Hey, Demon Wolf, welcome, man. Nice to see you. Yeah, our Pi's right here, dude. This thing is so sick. I'm so happy that I was able to set this up. Glad I was able to do it with you all as well. It's been a really fun time. I vote for Alex Pi Enhanced Niche Internet Server. Demon, if you do a ! Pi, you can go to the link of the one that I have. But it's the Pixel 4 or Pixel 4. The Pi 4 with 4 gigs, 4 gig RAM. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Alec Web Server, AWS. No, not AWS. Folks, you have about 45 seconds left. Let's go. Oh, all the capital letters? Let's see. I missed it. APENIS. APE. What? Apeness? Alec Web Services. That's my vote now. I should have won for the 8 gig. I don't know, Demon. I felt like... I don't know. I'm not sure. How about API? This guy gets it. American Pie. That's a good one, Cloud. Oh, God damn it. God, Cross, you out of all people. Come on, man. All right, well, it looks like Pixel Pi took the vote. So, folks, I think we're naming this to Pixel Pi. A penis. I get it. Apenness. What did I say? Pixel pie it is. Do we want to do capitals? Nah, we just want to do pixel pie. Pixel pie it is. Whee! I think I've already set my password. That's the first thing. Login as user pi. Does that mean for this guy? I guess so, right? Oh god. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do auto login ever. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was thinking. Like, we probably should never do auto login, right? All right, cool. Pixel pie it is then. Heck yeah. What else do we need here? I think we're pretty much good, folks. And we should be able to SSH into this bad boy now. Oh, but I probably need... I'm gonna need the my IP address for this guy too, so I'll probably have to go to my... Yeah, you got that. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go to my my router admin, right, to see where my device is. Did you reconfigure the password from Raspberry? When I first logged in, or I first start the setup. Oh, show on boot. Thanks, Demon. Yeah, when I first did the setup, I did change the password. We should be good. Should be good there. Cool. Yeah, let's reboot. Oh, an IP config. Yeah, good call, Demon. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Pixel pie could have been a scary time. It could have been a bad move on my part to name it Pixel Pie. Oh god. My Pi just runs Plex server. Oh yeah, that was another thing I wanted to set up a Plex server as well. So yeah, so for the folks that are just joining in, the Raspberry Pi is going to be used for the following things. Ooh, fancy. We're going to be doing a RMTP server for our Tesla Thursdays to stream content from GoPro cameras on a Tesla during a drive. Pixel Pie login, let's go! Okay, I wanted to see if it showed the password. It does. Okay, cool. And then we're also going to be putting some Node.js servers on here. And then we're also going to be putting some home automation stuff in my home for it. So a lot of stuff. All this is going to be Dockerized, or that's the idea at least. To do for video encoding. So we're actually going to be sending it just streams of data. So hopefully that should just help instead of actually encoding the video. Not sure though. Not entirely sure. We're going to find out. A lot of this will be a learning curve. Maybe we'll have to grab another Pi. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the 8 gig version. All right. At this point, I can't do... Can I do IP config here? No, right? Oh, lordy. Sorry, so I have to look at my other screen because I can't see it. Oh, it requires the password. Okay, cool. It doesn't show up there. MPH0909, thanks for the follow. Yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry, it's really small for me. All right, let me see if this is the correct one. Oh, I should probably hide my keyboard again. Thank you. God damn it. Oh, I see. So the Pi is called Pixel Pi. But we have user Pi here, I think. So yeah, username is Pi, and then let's see if this is correct. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try just the default one because I didn't change that one. Let's see if that's it. No. It does not. No, thank you. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, so I didn't have any password for SSH. This is awkward. This is real awkward. Reformat the Pi, hello? Hold on, let's do a little look up on what the default password is. There has to be a default password, right? Okay, so by default, your Raspberry Pi comes with an account Pi with the password Raspberry. Yeah, that's what I just tried. So let's try it again. So Pixel Pi login for Pi. Maybe I typed it in incorrectly. No, it says that's the wrong password. No, yeah, I know, Jake. Elon Musk is... Jesus Christ. I love it. It feels bad. What is the password for this thing? I didn't change the default password. I never clicked on it. What's up, Feisty Bird, by the way? Maybe it's just password? All right, for this is okay. I'm just trying to figure out what the login for my Pi is. Yikes. Okay, let's try Pi one more time. I changed it at the beginning, right? But that password didn't seem to work. Oh. So Pi, right? And then password. During install, right? Okay, that's I'm trying to figure out if that's the correct password. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Typing it in. Rip. Cardi Demonico, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the team. Folks, we are currently in the we're currently in the process of trying to log into the Pi. Reboot and go into recovery mode? No, but okay, maybe hold on. Let me try one more thing. Maybe I had caps lock on? Yo, that'd be so sad. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, but the only user was Pi. I'm trying a different... Oh, man. Just order a new one. Man, rip, dude. It's sad. Yeah, I guess we got to reboot it into recovery probably, right? Let's try rebooting it. I'm not sure. I don't know why the password's not working. Unless I mistyped it, but I had to type in the password twice, so... Reflash the micro SD. Yeah, I don't want to do that though. We have to go through the whole setup again if that's the case. Nobody ever does. I think it was shift to hold down, right? Oh, here you go. So this recovery mode, I see. Yo, rip. Oh, it's interesting. So now since we updated it, it has a lot more options for OSs you can install. Hey, Firestone Noobs. Yeah, that's a great name, right? What's edit config? Oh, I see. Okay. Dude, this is install the light version. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is the one that we already have installed. Yeah, true, Jordan. True. But I think I mean, this is good. This is what we wanted to go with anyways. Oh man, do I have to go I'm going to have to do the setup again? I'm really frustrated right now. How come the password didn't work? Oh, dude, rip, man. Like, such a hard rip. Does light not include... Oh, with no desktop environment. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool, cool. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Yeah, there is. I tried that. Yeah. Stop. I hid it from everyone. I swear I'm typing in the right password. It blows my mind that I'm not. I kind of want to try a couple more. Maybe I'm trying to think about other iterations that I did on this password that could have potentially been a mess up. So we're gonna try it again. Yeah, it could also be. It probably will. I'm gonna give it a couple more tries here. We'll try raspberry again, and then, yeah, Pi. See if that works. So raspberry is that one, and then I'm gonna try an iteration of another password. No. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more, I guess, but I think we're gonna have to end up probably just restarting it, which is a ripperonis. Yeah, damn. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm not sure what happened there. Hydrate. Yes, thanks for the hydrates. Intuin and Ligi. Appreciate it. Or Hootin, excuse me. Is the user not going to be Pixel Pi now? No, so the default user was still Pi. I tried Pi and Raspberry, yep. Yeah, the host of the Pi itself is now called Pixel Pi, but now there are users that can access a Pi. Yeah. Do you know who Quinn the Eskimo is? I do not know. Let me get the coffee first from Demon. Thanks for the coffee. And I'm just going to do this. And then I need to... I'm trying to unscrew the water with one hand as I'm pressing shift. All right. So 2 waters. And then 1 more coffee from Demon. You got it, sir. I'll buy your broken pie for $5. It's not broken. All right, let's do, or we're going to do light. Sucks, man. But life goes on. Life goes on. Let's install. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It is broken. Feels good, man. Yeah, hopefully the light version will install much quicker than the other version. Who is this person, Enoch? The circle of... Wow, Cloud V, you are on point today. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Yeah, light has no GUI. That's perfect. That's what I was trying to get to at the beginning. 0.2 megabits per second. Let's go. Oh, nice, Jordan. Yeah. Folks, give me 1 second. I got to go pee real quick. I will be right back. I guess I'll just keep it on the screen so you can see the progress. Hey up! Welcome back. Welcome. He's a developer. Developer what? Relations person or something like that. Oh, nice. That's cool, Enoch. PP. That's right, Lane Gamer. Ty BT, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you. Thanks for having me. Side note, I sent you a picture of Tesla. Hey, beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to take a look-see after the stream. I'm excited to see the little Tesla. Bob Dylan liked him. I've seen this screen more often than actual used my Pi. Yo, let's go. Dude, start using your Pi, man. Yashir, welcome. This is the first time I'm seeing the screen. Join the dev. What is this? I've always used a utility copy images SD. Why are you selling UK English? Oh, I just forget to change it. But maybe I just really want to be like, is it okay? I can install it if I want, right, Pocket? And welcome, by the way. Yeah, so this kit, folks, in case you're new to the stream, this is a Kona kit. So all of this came with it, and it came with a flash SSD, micro SD card already, which is freaking awesome. It's been great. No, you cannot. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, sure. So we usually do programming streams. We're working on a mobile app using React Native. We do that Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursday, we do this thing called Tesla Thursdays, which we're doing today, which is pretty much setting up a live streaming platform for Teslas, and this is a thing on there as well that we're doing. Okay, cool. So we're back at this screen. So we're gonna log in as Pi, and this should just be Raspberry. Okay, beautiful. So we're in. So that's it. So I guess now the question is, how do we set this up? The IP is .76. Oh yeah, I can't really see. Don't change it. I'm gonna change it, Dr. Ray. I'm gonna change it. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I guess I can hook in now from my Mac, right? Yeah, okay, .76. I see it. Cool. Yeah, thanks for that, Feisty Beard. Why are you using the prompt? Use the GUI? Because we just installed the prompt. We're not going to use the GUI for anything, so it just made sense to install the light version. Give me 1 second, phone. So let me reconnect the my Mac to my screen capture, and then I think we'll be able to actually just SSH into the... Oh! Yeah, we should be able to SSH, right? I'm assuming with terminal, with having a non-GUI, you should automatically be able to. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's do it. Come on, Mac. Are you gonna wake up? Let's see. Hey, there it is. Okay. All right. I have 1,000 keyboards everywhere. Yeah. Stop, Jordan. Stop. Okay, cool. So we did that. I'm going to now change. I think I'm going to change the face cam back now, because I think we should be good. Hello. God. Oh no. Wow, that doesn't seem like that's correct. That doesn't seem right. That seems like it's flickering. That doesn't seem correct. Oh, there it goes. I think we're good now. That's no. Hopefully that's okay. This isn't Alec. I think it is. Hello, I'm an Alec. You can enable SSH again via sudo raspi config. Does it not already come enabled though, is a question. So if oh, you guys can't see this. Kenny, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. I'm gonna put this over here. The Raspberry Pi is still on. And I gotta fix this up again real quick. Razor. Let's see if this picks up. No. Oh man. Oh, the woes of OBS. Sorry, it's not. For some reason, it doesn't wanna work. Deactivate. Activate. It's weird because it actually doesn't work with any of these things. Let's try this again. Yeah, this is weird. Because this works fine, right? It's just the ripsaw. Just the ripsaw. What's up, Migo? Yeah, I'm trying to fix some stuff here. Maybe I just need to plug it in and out. This capture card, if any of you ever look for a capture card, do not get the Razer Ripsaw. It is absolute trash, in my opinion. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. You're wow. All right. Understandable, I suppose. Yeah, I got this for free, so that's the reason why I'm using it. All right, I'm just gonna try removing it from OBS, I guess. Like if I added that, okay, that works. And now if I add, let's try one more time. It's weird. It just doesn't want to work at all. Well, this may unfortunately just be the end of the stream. Which kind of sucks. Oh, hydrate. Yes, thank you. It's just weird because all the other sources aren't even working on this scene. I think it's OBS, and the only way to redo that is actually just by resetting, like stopping OBS. Yeah. Yeah, this capture card's so finicky. So yeah. Thanks for the water. Yeah, I won't be able to get my computer to show up again, but anyways, folks, I do have to head out to work either way. So what's up, Ed? Yo, how about you replace it? Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the next thing I end up doing. Well, I really want to do NDI, honestly, with my Mac. Like, I don't need a capture card for this crap. I will need a capture card for when we do VR stream, though. What's up, Barger? Does Streamlabs have a better time with it, you think? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've stuck with OBS, like classic OBS, because I have all my stuff set up in there, and it's great. I probably will end up using my Mac, just because, like, I'm not about to go out and buy a new computer just to have as a streaming PC. So I know it's not the best choice, but it's a free choice, so it makes the most sense, most likely. We're going to continue working on this next Thursday. And like, we probably will sprinkle it in here and there, maybe over the weekend sometime. I'm not really sure, but next Tesla Thursday, we'll continue on with Raspberry Pi work. So if you're not, make sure you're in the Discord, !Discord, to join in. It would be awesome. Hey, nice, Ed. Hey, safe travels, my friend. Be safe out there, dude. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. Yeah, Streamlabs OBS is OBS. It's just their Streamlabs portion. Change my mind. It's great. It's a great software. It's free, too. Yeah, no worries, Ed. I appreciate you being here. Hey, XTC. Do you have experience with MySQL? A tiny bit. Not a lot, though. But yeah, folks, we are going to go ahead and probably end the stream. Thanks for hanging out today. Again, if you're interested, we'd love to have you in the Discord. Please jump on in. This was a lot of fun. Get updates on how we finish up with this Raspberry Pi. I'll probably finish it up today, just to get it all set up and good to go. Clark.io! Oh, geez, Louise. Clark.io coming in with that tasty 40-person raid. Woo-wee. Clark, dude, it's so nice to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I really haven't seen you for a while. Huge shout out to Clark.io. If any of you have not checked him out, Clark.io is an awesome dev streamer here, also on Twitch, also part of the Live Coders team. Make sure you go to his channel right now, give him a nice follow, say what's up. He does some really awesome kind of like podcasty talks, tech talks with people, which is very fun to watch. So definitely go give him a shout out. Rohill, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Copper Beardy, welcome. Who let this guy in here? Oh no. You have to pass it on. Yeah, Clark, I appreciate the raid. I am actually ending because I do have to hop for work now. But we will pass it on to someone else. If anyone has any suggestions on who we should raid, please let me know. Let's show some love from the Clark.io and Pixologic dev team. Hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Clark. Yeah. I hope you're doing well, man. Yeah. It was the first time, like, I never see you on during this time, so it's great to see you. You started a snowball. Yeah, let's see how many snowballs we can get. Let's see it. Yeah, but today's stream was fun with the Raspberry Pi. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll definitely be doing more for sure later on. And the Tesla live stream is going to be great. It's going to be a good time. All right, let's find someone new today. Let's find someone brand new in the programming community. See you, Eunuch. Thanks for hanging out, my friends. Folks, if you're here for the raid, grab that raid message. If you're here from Clark.io's raid, grab his raid message. Let's just do a Clark/Pixologic dev raid on another programming streamer. Why not, eh? We on a raid train. Yeah, we are. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Raid train. Raids. The Raider train. Sorry. Learning Java with Maximum Gillard. Team Twilio. What is this? Oh, developer. I don't like rating the developer advocate channels. Not right now, at least. Not right now. I want to find someone else. Oh, baby. Microsoft is God damn it. Learn to code. Digital nightclub. Yes, Java Spring and Rest. This is the one. This is the way. Folks, don't forget to grab that raid message. Learn to code. I like it. Cool. Nehiko, thanks for the follow. Or thanks for hanging out. Let's get groovy. Folks, thanks again for coming and being a part of the stream today. It was a lot of fun. This person right now has 7 viewers. We're coming in with a rate of 74 people. So let's make sure to blow up his chat, show him the love, show him what the programming community is all about. Yeah, should be a great time. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all here tomorrow for some groovy development. Clark, thanks again for that raid, my dude. Let's pass on the love. Peace and love, friends. Enjoy the raid. Peace. Have a good one, folks. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Barger and Cloud B, thanks for the love for work. Should be a good day. Have a good one. See you all soon. Peace.